What's up guys, Saif Ashraf here. Today we're going to be looking at the iPhone 13 and we're going to be seeing whether you should still buy this phone in 2023 against the rest of the competition, and let's just see how it's held up in general. Let's get straight into the video. So let's talk about the design of the iPhone 13 first. The design hasn't aged at all. The iPhone 13 and 14 show no difference in the design, so you essentially have the newest design even when buying last year's or the two-year-old phone. We have a classic glass and metal sandwich, and the glass does get fingerprints pretty easily when they smudge, and when they smudge, yeah, it does look terrible. However, you're most likely to use a case with this phone anyways. We have a diagonal camera bump on the back which isn't as big as the Pros, and it also doesn't stick out as much, which means it's less likely to rock on the table and less likely to break when it falls. I have the midnight color, which is nice, and in my opinion one of the best base colors on the iPhone 13/14. The metal railings on the side aren't the shiny ones that we have on the Pros. They are made of aluminium. They are the square type edges, and they do dig into your hand quite a bit. If you are using your phone for a long time holding your phone, then it will leave like a little mark. No permanent damage anyway, but yeah, it will leave a little mark. Being an iPhone, it's held up to the reputation of being a well-built smartphone. So yeah, you're going to be getting a brilliantly built phone, and you're going to be getting the newest design as well. So design wise, iPhone 13 in 2023, it's looking good. The 6.1 inch display on the iPhone 13 is basically identical to the 14's. We have the same size notch, which is the smaller decreased 20% notch which we had introduced with the iPhone 13's. It is a 60Hz panel, which hurts to say compared to nearly every other Android phone, even below the price range that goes up to 120Hz. There is an OLED display on this phone though, however, so viewing content, watching movies, it is HDR as well, so it just looks nice overall in general. The display is the exact one you get in the iPhone 14, which means the exact same size, same resolution, same refresh rate, same color, same brightness. It's the same. The only pet peeve I have is I wish that display would have been 120Hz or even 90Hz, but I'm guessing we won't be getting that anytime soon on the base iPhone. Also, the speakers, we have a top and bottom setup, and yeah, they sound nice. Now let's talk about the performance on this phone. We have the A15 Bionic processor, which has aged brilliantly in this phone. So well, in fact, that Apple decided to use the same A15 in the iPhone 14. So they use the same A15 processor from the iPhone 13, and they put that in the iPhone 14, and they added one extra GPU core. So you're essentially getting the same processor. We all know what to expect from iPhone performance. You're going to get a fast, smooth phone from social media to games to work. However, iOS is filled with small bugs here and there that can ruin that smooth experience you have, such as the bug where the notification center isn't ever smooth. Like, I've never ever seen it go up smoothly. With that said, iOS still in general, it's okay, and you just have a lot of power in this phone. You'll be comfortable for 3 to 4 years with iOS updates. So yeah, don't expect this phone to slow down for at least a minimum of 3 years. You do also have to take care of your phone, not just dump pictures, dump photos and expect it to be perfectly A-okay. Or I-okay, because it's an iPhone. Please don't clap. If you get this phone brand new, you'll have an amazing battery life. More than enough to last you a day, with more to go into the second day if you do use your phone lightly. We have MagSafe wireless charging at 15 watts, normal wireless charging at 7.5 watts, which is slow. And we also have wired charging at 20 watts. Now, 20 watts is pretty slow in 2023 standards. However, in general, I think for the normal person using this iPhone, it's more than enough. Battery life, however, it's a big plus. This phone lasts all day. We have a great set of cameras on this phone. Technically, you're seeing the footage of the main camera of the iPhone 13, since I record with an iPhone 13 Pro, and we also have a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera on this phone, which also produces nice shots, records at 4K. It is a little bit noisy when shooting in dark areas. However, all in all, the ultra-wide camera is still a really good lens, and basically the same lens that we have on the new 14 and 14 Pros as well. Spec wise, 12 megapixel doesn't sound like a lot for the main sensor. However, this 12 megapixel sensor can rival the 200 megapixel sensors from the S23 Ultra, not in clarity but just in an overall picture in general, just looking at the picture and just seeing the quality. You have nice HDR, nice colors, nice saturation, everything is well done, it's all well tuned. Sometimes the dark areas in photos can be underexposed when you're taking a picture of a light scenario, such as pointing the camera to like the sun, which I don't know why you're taking pictures of the sun, but like a light area, so like clouds or something. Video is incredible. We all know what iPhone video looks like, and yeah, you're not going to be disappointed with the video. Overall, the camera is an A+ on this phone still in 2023. We also have cinematic mode, however that is only at 1080p. However, if you do use it correctly, it does look nice. Now let's talk about the little bits on this phone, just some things I like and dislike. If you get one of the darker colored phones like the Midnight Edition, then yeah, you will see dust and fingerprints much easier around the camera and on the phone in general. general. Yes, you can clean it, but it does get a bit long after days and days and days of cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. Now, all in all, the iPhone 13 in 2023, great buy. It has the same design as the iPhone 14. I think if I got the Starlight color, which is identical on the 13s and 14s, I could get away with saying I got the 14. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna go to my friends and see if it works. The design holds up well. Performance is untouched since day one. Battery life is also incredible, especially if you're getting this phone brand new with 100% battery health. Cameras are an A+. If you get this at a discounted price, you won't be disappointed and you'll get great value out of the iPhone 13. Should you buy it in 2023? Yes, you should. That click didn't work, but yes, you should. And with that said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.